Big night at Tier Prince tonight. It is the Group 1 Crock of Gold Final. It is the most anticipated harness race for many a year in the UK. It's the who's who of harness racing, and one of those finalists is none other than Stone Riggs Mystery, dual winner of the Crock of Gold. Basically, he's won absolutely everything there is to win that's significant in British harness racing. He's won the prestigious Billy Williams free-for-all 3 times. He's been the big gun for the last couple of years. But it's an important night for Mystery tonight. He's not only a finalist for the Crock of Gold, he is retiring tonight. This is his swan song, and with me here is Mick Lord, the driver of Stone Riggs Mystery, and Sheila Lord, the brains behind the operation, the trainer. Well, and we've got the Kleenex guys for tonight.
Well, yeah, it's a bit emotional tonight, won't it be?
Pay tribute to this horse. I mean, he's been a sensation over the last few years.
He has. I suppose it's been an honour and a privilege really to train him and drive him, and he's definitely the best horse I've ever driven. I mean, I've been all over and driven all over, but he's definitely the best.
And
he really is.
Is he easy to drive? Is he easy to handle in his races, Nick?
He's just a bit keen at the start. He's actually getting a few aches and pains now, which is why he's made a few mistakes. But up until this last few weeks, yes, he is. He's once he gets rolling, he's fairly comfortable.
And what about the trainer? How is the trainer feeling this evening? The brains behind the operation, folks. Sheila Lord, how are you feeling?
Bit emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be sad to see him go, but it's been a pleasure to train. It really has, hasn't it? It's so easy to train. Not a problem at all. He's a real character in the stable. Everybody loves him, especially Kelly.
Yeah, her baby.
Yes.
Can I ask you, when did you feel, the time was now basically the right time?
Well, we've been thinking about it for
Yeah, we have. We've been thinking about it for a bit, but then it was on the cards last year, and then it came out so good early on, and then he's made 1 or 2 mistakes, and I think really what's been the decider is that the new guns are coming, and they're coming very good. We aren't as good as we was, and they seem to be getting better. You can't race him if he's not competitive. No. From what he has been to being an also run, it's not fair to him. It's not fair to the fans that have followed him either.
Yeah.
So I think the decision really was. It's been in our minds, as in with the Mortons, but I think it's kind of been made itself just because he isn't as competitive as he was against these, as I say, the younger horses coming in. So it was just really. I think if he'd have won one of his previous races, I think they'd have called the descent then that was probably his last race.
He has won races this year, even at Appleby,
yes, of course
given
he
a
has.
masterful drive by all accounts.
Yeah, he has won. But he wasn't actually raced in the likes of Son of Gun and Miraculous and Tetrick, and they have improved this year.
Yeah. It's not just about one horse, though, is it?
No,
as you say that we've got quite a few horses that are right up there, but Mystery is still right up there.
Yes, he is. He is, and when you look at the race card today, the amount of money that all the horses have won, it's probably the richest for horses that's going into a race ever in Britain. And I would think they are the fastest bunch of horses that have ever raced on British soil.
I was going to ask you, Mick, look, I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful. You're a bit older than me.
Yes.
You've been around the block a few times. Would you say this is the best harness race you've seen on paper?
On paper, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, another question. Right. Okay. You draw an inside berth 1 or 2. What are the tactics?
Step out.
Right. You're drawn in the middle.
Still have to step out and see where I'm at.
You're drawn with me in the commentary box.
I've still got to step out.
You're right. Okay.
What's going to end up happening? If you take back off the car from way up there, you're going to end up last. And there's no chance of giving any one of them horses 30-40 yard start. They're just, we've got to step out and hope we're going to find a place.
What time do you think they could do on a night like tonight, guys? You know,
I don't know. It depends on how the wind's
there's a bit of a wind, isn't there?
Yeah, and the wind will. It always has been a factor here. Going up the backside, the wind can be fairly strong going up the backside. It always has been a factor. But I would have thought if it had been a nice still night, I think the record would have been smashed.
Yeah.
I really do.
Now, where are you going to watch the race from, Sheila?
Probably the wagon.
Yeah. Okay, next question. I mean, what does retirement hold in store for this fella?
As long as it involves food, it
Yeah.
won't really matter.
Yeah. So he's a bit like the driver, is
Yes.
he? Yeah. Right. Okay.
The nice big grass field.
Yeah.
Plenty to eat. He deserves it, doesn't he?
You have pride of place in the stable.
Absolutely, yeah.
They've a nice big farm at Morton's.
Yeah.
They have and some real good land.
So you'll go and visit him.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
It'll be well looked after up there.
Yeah.
It's
can't
part of their family, really.
Well, can I just wish you all the very best? It's going to be some horse race, and on behalf of all the harness fans in the UK and Ireland, thank you very much. It's been a great privilege to see this horse, Stone Riggs Mystery. There you go.
Thanks, Darren.
I'm good to go when you are.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Well, it's Crock of Gold night, and it's all bubbling up to a great horse race, and Miraculous is not favourite for a free-for-all in the UK. I cannot believe it, because even with Son of a Gun has come through the ranks this year, but what we are looking forward to, trainer Sally T-Boone, is some horse race tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's been billed as the horse race of the year and everything else, but sometimes these races can just fall a little bit short of what they should do.
Yeah.
I've seen it time and time again, but hey, everybody's here and it should be a good race, but you never know, do you?
Well, tell us about his year. He's got, was it 8 wins on the board this year?
Yeah, he's been an absolute star. He's been beaten twice. He was beaten in Tregaron. The first time out, Alan's horse beat him, and then he was beaten in Ireland, nearly at the deck a couple of times, and still finished third. So,
Well, tell us about that Irish experience. I mean, around the first turn, it looked a little bit rough.
yeah, Porterstown Chris came
Yeah.
across. Alan took a pull on Tetrick, and we were right up Tetrick's Jacksie.
Yeah, and then there was
So
another
anyway.
incident a little bit
And
later on.
Yeah, and then where they came around for the paddock bend for the last time, again he went for a gap and the gap closed off, so it's racing.
Now, we haven't seen him since then.
No, you haven't, no. He should have run here the following week. He'd got a few cuts and bruises, and he was just feeling a little bit sorry for himself, because
Right,
he's not used
okay.
to races like that. But he's absolutely fine. He was never going to Tregaron, so that was never a factor. And he just seems well of himself. So.
Well, what a three great seasons you've had with him.
Yeah.
2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, winning all those classic sire stakes, Breeders' Crown, Derby.
Yeah, I think people are he's the forgotten horse at the minute for some reason, God knows why. He's only a 4-year-old, he's still a baby. He's nothing to prove to anybody.
No, he hasn't.
And he's just an absolute star, and as long as he comes off that track safe, I don't care.
No.
But
You're looking for a nice draw as well, obviously.
oh, definitely. The draw is going to make the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you drew 8
Yes.
and like his main competitors were drawn 1, 2 and 3, you've no chance really. To be perfectly honest about it, you really haven't.
And how are the owners faring?
Fine. Better than me, probably.
Yeah. Well, Sally, we wish you all the very best. You've got a superstar horse
Thank you.
on your hands, win, lose or draw.
Yeah,
Good luck.
I wouldn't swap him for anything.
Sally T-Boone, trainer of Miraculous. The Group 1 Crock of Gold is a classy, competitive affair. Now, believe it or not, the complete outside of this race is a Group 1 winner. That basically tells you all you need to know about how good a horse race we're looking forward to at Tier Prince. Party at the Spa, Group 1 winner in the early part of the season. Here is Alan Haythornthwaite, the driver. Alan, how is Party at the Spa?
He seems great fun. Yeah, really pleased with him. I know he's up against it, but he has beaten most of these at some stage, and if we get a draw, I think he'll run tremendously well. He's a lovely horse.
Well, you hit the nail on the head there. He's beaten most of these. He's beaten Miraculous. He beat Miraculous on the grass early season at Tregaron.
Yeah, and he beat him a couple of times as a 2-year-old
Yeah.
as well. His form's good, really. We're up against it a little bit, but we're hopeful.
Yeah, and obviously all about the draw as well, so everyone keeps reminding me.
I think the draw's a massive part to it. It'll however the draw is, it'll shape the form of the race, and that'll be the interesting. The draw's the interesting bit.
Yeah, but you know yourself, you've got a horse there, he might be a big price, but you know when he puts his best foot forward, he is capable.
Yeah, and he has good gate speed as well. He really has. So
Right, so you draw one, you're going to make him go.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, can I just ask you another question? If you couldn't drive your fella, right, which horse would you like to drive?
Miraculous.
There you go. That's Alan Haythornthwaite, straight from the horse's mouth. He might be driving the roughie, he might be driving the outsider, but it's a Group 1 winner driven by a Group 1 driver.
Yeah, ready to
Well, we're all looking forward to the Group 1 Crock of Gold final. And one of the real stars of the harness racing year 2017 has been Evenwood, son of a gun, Alexis Labour, the trainer, and her fans here in the stable block at Tearprint. Well, we're here. Crock of Gold night, Evenwood, son of a gun. What a sensational year he has had.
Unbelievable. You couldn't really write the year that he's had, to be honest with you. He just, every time we put him on the track, he keeps giving. And he's so honest and so genuine. Even if he doesn't win tonight, he owes us nothing.
But, I mean, you're going back to last year, Alexis. You won the Welsh Classic, and then this year he's won those Group 1s at Aberystwyth, famous Musselburgh Pace, and then he proved that he was a real free-for-aller by winning those free-for-alls.
Yeah. For me, his standout performance was York. That's where he really had to show what he was made of. You know, on a hard track, it's hard to give distance away on a hard track. It's different on grass, the pace is a little bit steadier, but on a hard track, when you're giving away distance, it's very difficult.
And it wouldn't be the widest track either, York, would it?
No, and when you've got horses like Rid's Boots and Mark Jones's horse up front, you think he can't catch them, never mind pass them, and he did, and that was what showed his real class for me that day.
But all harness fans have been looking forward to this. We've all been egging you on. Come on,
Yeah.
we want to see, even with sort of a go miraculous and everything. I mean, how nervous do you get before an event like this?
Sick to the stomach. Especially we've got Mikey in there as well.
Yeah.
So
we mustn't forget Mikey Camden.
No.
He's no back number.
Definitely not. And his performance at Bell's Field, I don't know if you got to see that, was unbelievable.
Yeah.
70-yard trail and some real nice horses in front of him. And he just battled on through them. And he's tough. He'll fight. But if he gets a good draw, we can't rule him out.
And what about your drivers? Do they do nerves?
Rocker's just as cool as they come, you know what he's like. He says very little and he just contains it all. But he's been this morning, he didn't sleep well last night, he said, thinking about the race. And which is what we do it for, really. If we don't get excited and we don't get nervous about it, then it's time to quit.
How long have you been in harness racing, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, me and Rocker have been together 23 years, so that's
a long time.
Yeah.
Now I've been in the game 30 years, and I just can't remember a race of such height and such quality as tonight's race.
No, I think the last time I've seen a Crock of Gold final as good as this, with so many good racehorses, was when Lexus won it. Every horse that was in there had won a heat.
Yes.
So it was really draw dependent how your trip was going to go, and like we had Doonbeg in there, Few Dollars More, Crown Manhattan. They were just, the names was like, it was a year of really great horses, and the same for this year really. They've all kind of won their right in there. There hasn't been one horse that's dominated every single heat, and that's, you know, what makes such a great race like tonight.
A vintage season, some vintage horses. With Laneside Lexus, she went across the pond.
She did, and we'll be seeing her babies out. She's got a 2-year-old for next year, Sports Rice, a 2-year-old.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be
impeccably
exciting.
bred.
Yeah, definitely.
So, very shortly we've got the draw.
Yeah.
Now, you draw on the inside. Obviously, happy days.
Yeah.
We've got to go out there and do it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, there's going to be a fast pace.
Yeah.
So sometimes you draw the inside, people don't leave you alone. It can.
What if you're drawn on the wing?
If you're drawn on the outside, then you've just got to, really, I would sensibly say to Rocker, is to take back, see how your race pans out. If you go firing out from the 8-hole, you're not coming home. I don't care what you're on. You know, you've got to drive with your head a little bit as well, and not just your heart that you want to be up front, because races aren't won by the first quarter.
No. Well, win, lose or draw.
Yeah.
He has been a real star. 15 straight wins. That is some record at the top level.
That's it. That's what we keep saying. It's not like he's gone maiden, novice, low grade 1, 2, 3, 15 like that. They've been Bellsfield, Welsh Classic, Aberystwyth, world records in between. It's just unbelievable. Musselburgh.
Now, where's Mikey Camden?
So this is Son of a Gun here.
That's it, there's Son of a Gun. Yeah.
And Mikey's this stablemate next
Sorry,
door.
Mikey, I keep on forgetting you.
Yeah.
Well, some real stars, ladies and gents. Good luck, Alexis,
Thanks,
tonight.
Darren, it's a pleasure.
It means a lot to the whole harness racing game in the UK and Ireland, this horse race, so good luck.
Well, they're in for a treat.
Good luck. Alexis Laidler, trainer of Even with Son of a Gun, and not forgetting you, Mikey Camden.